King Judo. We're back with my top 5 Wolves players of the season. 5th was Mr. João Moutinho, just giving you a bit of a recap. 4th was Romain Saiss, and 3rd is the man behind me, Mr. Willy Boly. Look, he's an absolute living legend, this guy, an absolute brute, a tower of strength. And to be honest, I was thinking about this last night. If he hadn't got injured and missed pretty much 3.5 months of the season, then I think he'd be my #1 pick for Wolves player. But you've got to downgrade him slightly, and of course we've still got 8 or 9 games or whatever it is left to play as well this season. So he has had a shortened campaign, but the fact that he still makes number 3 on the list just shows how good this guy is. A man of very few words, as plenty of the media will tell you, Boly does his talking on the pitch. Wolves look a far more organised and complete side when he's in the team. He very rarely makes individual errors, and his range of passing is second to none. He probably should get on the score sheet more than he does, although VAR is to blame for some of that. His solitary goal this season was in Besiktas, and it was one to savour. He was sensational that night, and then popped up with the winner in the 93rd minute. Absolute scenes. And especially after losing to Braga in that first game in the group, that was a massive goal. He's played on the left-hand side of the back three. He's currently playing on the right-hand side. And it doesn't matter, he can adapt because he is that good. I mean, he's world class for me. Defensively at the back, he's huge for Nuno, but as an aerial threat going forward, I know he's only scored once this season, but you know, expect that with a full campaign. He should be hitting the back of the net 4, 5, 6 times. A constant threat and just a brilliant player. I say world class. I mean, apart from probably Virgil van Dijk, I don't think I'd have anyone else in the Premier League. He gets into any Premier League side 1000%, including the Liverpool side. I think he plays alongside Van Dijk, but any side from 1st to 20th, Boly's a starter, and that just shows the kind of guy that he is. After breaking his fibula, ruling him out for the entire November, December and January, Wolves coped pretty well. Romain Saiss, Leander Dendoncker were huge pluses, and of course Captain Fantastic himself, Mr. Conor Coady. But in those 3 months, Wolves were only able to manage 1 clean sheet in the league. Boly returned at Manchester United on February the 1st. And in the 5 Premier League games since his return, Wolves have kept 4 clean sheets. And I think that says it all. Boly is class, he's world class, and because of that he's going to get lots of offers in the summer. Some of the biggest clubs are going to come in for him because he is that good. The problem Wolves have got is, I mean, buying him for £10 million was an absolute bargain, is that they haven't signed him to a long-term deal yet. Him and Saiss, I think, are the only two. The other big boys are all on long-term contracts. I'm not saying that means they're going to stay for that length of time, but they're going to get massive fees for them if and when they leave. Boly, I think, is integral to the success at Molineux, and I think it's going to be a priority for Wolves, for Nuno, to get him down to a long-term deal, hopefully this summer. That's Mr. Boly. My #3. Join me again tomorrow. We'll have my #2 Wolves player of the season. Join me then. Remember, stay safe, stay home.